Hello everyone! Today, for the final assignment of the Reading for Academy Purposes course, I will present a journal article titled Code Switching in English as a Second Language, ESL, Classroom Settings, a Strategy or a Problem. In this slide, I will introduce the journal article that I reviewed. The title of the article is Code Switching in English as a Second Language, aka ESL, Classroom Settings, a Strategy or a Problem. It was written by Nur Anissa and Nasrullah and published in Asatiza, Jurnal Pendidikan in 2023. The purpose of the study is to examine whether code switching is an effective teaching strategy or a problem in ESL classrooms. To answer this question, the researchers used a systematic literature review. They analyzed 34 previous studies published between 2012 and 2022. By reviewing the study, the authors aim to understand the advantage, disadvantage, and appropriate use of code switching in English language teaching. In this slide, I explain the main findings of the article. The researchers reviewed 34 previous studies about code switching in ESL classrooms. Most of the studies showed that code switching has a positive impact when it is used appropriately. It helps students understand difficult vocabulary and grammar, encourage classroom participation, and makes students feel more confident when learning English. However, the article also points out that using the first language too often may reduce students' opportunities to practice English. Therefore, teachers should use code switching only when it is necessary to support student learning. In my opinion, this article has several strengths. First, it used a systematic literature review, so the conclusions are based on many previous studies rather than only one classroom. Second, the discussion is balanced because it explains both the advantage and disadvantage of code switching. However, the article also has some limitation. Since it is a literature review, it does not include original classroom observation or interviews. Even so, I think the article is reliable and provides useful recommendation for English teachers. After reading this article, I learned that code switching is not always a bad teaching practice. If teachers use wisely, it can help students understand, listen more effectively, while still encouraging them to communicate in English. As an English education student, this article has given me a better understanding of how to balance the use of Indonesian in English in the classroom. I believe this knowledge will be useful for me and the future if I become an English teacher. So guys, that's my presentation. I hope you understand and thank you for listening.